We all know the classic story where the Green Goblin kidnaps Gwen Stacy and throws her off a bridge only for her to get her neck snapped when Spider-Man tries to save her. Well, what if things had gone a bit differently? In another universe, things indeed did play out quite differently. When Spider-Man jumped off the bridge after a falling Gwen Stacy and caught her in his arms. He shot a web at the bridge so he could swing them to safety. However, the Green Goblin destroyed the webbing and they kept falling. Spider-Man cracked his head against the support column, and then they both fell into the water. Gwen swam over to him but quickly realized that he was already gone. She removed his mask to reveal the love of her life, Peter Parker. She removed his costume so that the world would not know that Peter was Spider-Man. She told everybody that they had both been kidnapped by the Goblin and that Peter died heroically saving her. Gwen was filled with deep sadness, but she was also filled with rage. She teamed up with Harry to craft a plan to lure the Green Goblin into a trap. Gwen didn't tell Harry that she was planning on killing the Goblin using her father's old service weapon. So Gwen donned Peter's old Spider-Man suit and they set the plan into action. They lured the Green Goblin to an empty building, where they then trapped him in a web fluid trap. Gwen aimed the gun straight at his head, preparing to murder him. However, she remembered Peter, how brilliant, silly, and caring he was. She knew in her heart that he wouldn't have wanted this, so she threw the gun to the ground. The Green Goblin laughed and called her weak. Gwen said that Peter wasn't weak, and he didn't kill him because that's not the person he was. Gwen said she refused to betray his memory. Just as the Goblin was saying he should have killed Gwen when he had the chance, a shot rang out and the Goblin had been hit. Harry had picked up the gun and shot him, saying that he was not weak and was no hero. As the Goblin was dying, Gwen and Harry figured out that the Green Goblin was Harry's dad. Harry blamed Gwen for making him kill his father, so Harry let his rage consume him. He donned the Goblin suit and began to terrorize the city as the new Green Goblin. Gwen, on the other hand, began to heal and realized that the city needed a hero. And despite the fact that she had no powers and she had no training, she had helped make a monster, so she would do everything in her power to save others from experiencing the tragedy that had befell her.